It's going. Hey, hey. Hey, Sunshine. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining this special edition of Conversations with Selena. I have a very special guest for you tonight. But while you are sharing, we're going to play a video while we let you come on in and start to share because we want as many people as possible to see this. So we'll be right back. Hang tight. All right, all right, all right. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, so I hope you had enough time to share. Let me see. Were you able to share? Let me see if I can get mine going right.
I'll try to log on and share from my page.
So I think I just shared it. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited. Can you hear me okay though?
I can hear you.
Okay, good, good. Girl, the neighbors can hear me. My mouth is so big sometimes.
No way.
All right, I think, let me see if I'm able to tag you. Thank you all for being patient. Let's tag. There we go.
Okay, cool. And I will go live on my page as well. Facebook. And you tag me?
Yes, I just saved it. All
Mm.
right. Well, thank you again for joining Conversations with Selena. Tonight is a special edition because this was a must. We needed to come because we are welcoming back a very special person to Picayune, Mississippi area. And I want you all to give her a warm welcome. If you've already joined, please say, "Welcome back, Kim," in the chat. Please, please, please go ahead and start commenting. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Kimaka Bowens. She is the mother of two. Two. Can I tell you, a beautiful daughter and a handsome son? They are amazing. She was a family nurse practitioner for 4 years and spent that time working in urgent cares and private practice. She graduated from LSU. Go Tigers, right? She graduated from LSU in New Orleans with a BSN and graduated from USM with an MSN FNP. She landed her first APN role through a friend, and no interview was needed. Can you say no when God is good and you have the favor of God on your life? No interview is needed. That doesn't happen that often. So you want to get connected to Kim because everyone that's attached will what? Win. So anyway, she is very influential in our community. She lives an exemplary lifestyle. She's the president of BNR local chapter and a national member of BNR Assist with All Marketing Needs. I think I got that all right. Girl, I was going flying. But personally, to me, she is a very dear friend, and she also took care of me while I was sick. And when you've been very ill, it's so important to go to someone who cares, someone who knows. You can try to explain it to a stranger, but they just don't have the full effect unless they know your history. So it's important to get with someone so that you can build up that history with them so that they will know you when you come through the door. They'll know you by your name, they'll know your children. And so that's how it was for me. It was a personal relationship. She knew about me, my situation. She knows my children. How are Sean? How is Joshua? And that just, it means so much. So she is home, and I want us to welcome her with open arms and support her. So without further ado, I'm going to let her come in her own way and share a little bit. Miss Kimaka Bowens. Woo! How are you, girl?
I'm doing great. Thank you so
Wonderful.
much for having me on your show. I really
I'm
appreciate it.
so excited to have you too, girl. So why did you decide to come back and be with us? You was missing home. You were homesick.
Well, to be honest, I don't think I was so much as homesick. I just had seeing patients in the urgent care that had some very negative experiences with finding a primary care provider. It was one particular day where I had several patients in the urgent care that shared stories of how they had been neglected, overlooked, just not treated what I would say fairly or equitably. Um, and it just really it really hurt my heart. Like I really was very broken about it to the point to I prayed about it and I was just asking God, what can I do? How can I help? You know, I have I'm one person. So how can I help these people, with the gifts that I have, um, the platforms that I have? How can I help? And I was just thinking maybe it would be something in the community like with Black Nurses Rock or something. And but what I got back from God is you can take care of them. And that was very surprising. I thought God has an awesome sense of humor because
Sense of humor.
yes, I had I right out of school, out of NP school. My first job was a primary care provider, and it was very overwhelming. And I said I'd never do it again. It was just too much to juggle, being responsible for the total health of a person.
Don't ever
Um,
say what you'll never do, girl. Because
you cannot, you
you
can't do
cannot
it.
say, mm-mm. Because that's the very thing you'll find yourself doing.
And then I just discovered that everything in my life experiences led me back to caring for my community, which is my heart.
Hmm. Well, we glad to have you back.
I'm happy. I'm excited even, to say at one point in my life, I didn't think I would ever want to do, walk in this role as a primary care.
Hmm.
I'm super excited about, helping to create that health equity for minority.
And building those relationships, like I said in the intro, that's so important, is to have someone that they know you, and they're not just experimenting on you, just try this, try that, because they don't know your history. Because I was bounced around before I actually came to see you. I had been in Slidell, New Orleans, Picayune over here, Picayune over there. And so that's so discouraging and disheartening when no one can seem to find out what's going on with you and how they can help you until you almost die. And so I'm happy, and I think it's going to be great for this community so that we can become more educated. Um, I
I
think
think
that's.
education is totally the key.
Hmm.
I feel like, a big part of the health disparities, that are facing minority communities is directly related to education. I feel like we need more people taking care of us that look like us. Um, Too often we just I don't know. I find people, if you don't know exactly what to expect when you go to be seen, you don't get top notch care.
Hmm. Hmm.
And everyone deserves it. Every person deserves the best care.
Because you only get one of these right here,
That's
you
it.
know, and we need to take care of it. And education is key for taking care of it. Education, when things like COVID-19 hits, education is so important. Do you have any information or anything that you would like to chime in about that topic?
Education. Well, I feel on COVID.
On either one of them, girl, knock yourself out. Whatever you can share with us, share.
Well, for COVID, I feel the African American community is really being hit hard because of our other comorbidities that we have. So, for us, it's very important to protect yourself, mask up, get vaccinated, talk to your PCP about the best ways for you to stay healthy, caring for yourself, just self care,
So,
making sure that all your wellness is up to date. Know your health status, so that if we do have something that comes up, a pandemic or anything, you've maintained health. You're not going to be in that high risk bracket because you're maintaining your health.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I think that it starts today. You know, we sometimes feel like, oh, it's too late, or I already got high blood pressure. We just tend to claim all of these things. I have my high blood pressure, my diabetes, my this. And I'm just like, can you please stop taking ownership of these things, and let's take ownership of what we can control. And some of these we can control by diet, by exercise, by going to the primary care, by taking better care of ourselves. And I'm talking to myself first, so I'm not sharing anything with anybody that I'm not listening to my own words and trying to do better. When you know better, we should be doing better.
I, I agree totally, but unfortunately, African Americans are number one in hypertension and diabetes. So a lot of that is related to just your genetics. There's genetic factors. But what I would like to see is more African Americans checking their blood pressure and being treated for it. It's called the silent killer because you don't get any symptoms until it has attacked your organ systems.
Hmm.
So knowing your numbers is a big deal.
Well, there's a question for you in the comments. It says, it's from Lon Will. Hello, Lon. Thank you for your question. It says, what's your opinion on the vaccine?
I don't really have an opinion per se, but I will go with what is recommended by the CDC. And that is that, if you have not had COVID-19, you need to be vaccinated. Right now, I'm hearing that the single dose vaccines are what they're pushing right now, saying that they're pushing those. Johnson and Johnson just got their approval. So, I mean, I think if you haven't had COVID, you definitely should be vaccinated because you don't know how it'll affect you if you get it.
Hmm. Okay. Well, we're going to run back through your shout outs really quickly. Did you see them as I was putting them up on the screen?
I didn't.
So Miss Abigail says, hello, sunshines.
Hey, Miss Abigail.
Look, and there's Kristen. You know Kristen, right?
Kristen.
Yes, she's from Mary Kay. She does Mary Kay.
Yes, Kristen Toller. Hey, girl.
Yes, she says, welcome back, Kim.
Thank you.
There's Fanny. She says, welcome
Hey,
back, Kim.
girl.
Hey, girl, hey. Oh, Miss Abigail says, welcome back.
Thank you.
Miss Tamara. She sends a heart.
Tamara. Hey, Tamara.
I call her, that's not Tamara.
Tamara. Tamara. I thought it was Tamara.
I'm gonna,
Tamara.
I'm gonna
Tamara.
have to call her and ask her how,
I think
because
it's
I even
Tamara. I always say Tamara. I don't.
see now. Abram, I call her Tamara, but baby girl, that's a twin. I call.
Tamara. You know what? Maybe that's what it is. Because I call her Mama. I call her Mama Tamara. So maybe it's Tamara. It's a baby still. I think I got it wrong.
Well, we gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Sean because I thought he cleared that up because she's a twin. Miss Clarissa says, "Welcome back, Kim."
Thank you.
Vaughn says, "Hey, sunshine." Baby says
Hey.
she's so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sean Wan says, "Congrats, Kim. Black girls rock."
Thank you, Sean.
Oh goodness, let's see. Okay, that was the question. Jalecia says, "Congratulations."
Thank you.
There's another black girl magic. Alicia says, "Hey," and
Hi.
congratulations.
I am Alicia. Thank you.
And for answering the question, Lon says, "Thank you." All
No
right.
problem.
So we just, we like to engage the audience if we can. And if you have any questions, just please put them in the chat. I'm going to put across the screen the information. Let's see. There
You're
it is.
so good at this.
I had the phone number, but it didn't save. So do you know it right off the top?
It's 601-798-2151.
601 798 2151.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. There we go.
I want to give a shout out to Maximum Health Urgent Care for really just being so making this so easy. I made a phone call to the CEO, Brianne Whitney, and I just basically told her that, hey, um, we have a large population that is lacking in primary care, and I want to do it. And she just got excited, jumped on board, and just started making it happen. So
Hmm.
I do want to shout her out for that because had I had to just start up on my own, it would have taken more time, and that would have been more time that the community was lacking in care. So I really feel like that was just really a God thing, and I'm so grateful that she, was a vessel. For allowing that to take place expediently. Because I mean, we had a conversation. The next day, she's like working it out. Okay, how do you want to do this, this, and that, and just made it really easy. Dedicated 2 rooms at the urgent care for me to strictly do primary care and it not interfere with the other business of urgent care. So I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
I know that is an amazing testimony. And that's what happens when you're faithful. That's what happens when you're obedient and you do what it is that you're supposed to do. Because I'm sure you question yourself.
I didn't want to do it. I told
I,
you that's like not what I not my plans, but I I've learned over the years to not trust what I think I want,
mm-hmm.
and I always go back. Okay, your will be done in my life because I know I can mess it up.
Ooh, and
So
then
I
we go
gotta go with the
back and be
flow.
like, "Can you please fix this? I know I made a mistake. I should have
Right.
listened the first time." But he'll bring you right on back where you're supposed to be.
That's it. That's it.
And it all happened for a reason. You had to go and experience the other and to come back even
Exactly.
probably better.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. I felt like my whole journey, and not just healthcare, but in life, has been to prepare me for this.
Mm-hmm. Um, let's see. I think I was getting ready to ask you, girl, I get so excited. My thoughts sometimes will escape me. Oh, so I did put in the announcement, the advertisement. This starts on Tuesday. So we don't want you to call today.
You can call any day. You can call
Oh,
any day to schedule the appointments. I'm going to start seeing patients in the forefront on Tuesdays only because, again, it's new. And I wanted to build it and it be, I don't know, realistically workable, doable, just to be open every day for primary care and having built a clientele would be taxing. So I'm doing just 1 day a week, and that's Tuesdays to start, and then we're gonna take it from there.
girl, and I see I misunderstood that altogether. Otherwise, I would have already made my phone call. I When I saw your response in the text message, I thought I read it as call Tuesday, because that's when we'll start, like almost the grand opening of me being back. That's how I imagined it. So I'm probably not got pushed on down the line.
Listen, just call. I'm doing on
I'm
my
gonna.
first initial appointments. I plan to spend 45 minutes with each patient so that we can do a thorough history, get to know one another. You ask me what you want, what you expect out of the relationship. I tell people all the time about when you're choosing a primary care provider, you need to feel like that person, there's a click, like they care about you, like
Hmm.
you have access to them. If you should interview a primary care provider like a person you're interviewing for a job. It needs to be an interview. So my 45 minutes is going to be, it's interview, you interviewing me and I'm interviewing you. And if we don't click, I am the type of person that will um, recommend you find somebody that better suits your personality, your needs.
Right.
If I feel like I'm not going to be good at meeting those things, because you deserve it. Every person deserves um, a high standard of care that is both meets the medical needs as well as relationally. So if we're not a fit, then you should keep moving. And that's how I do. Any provider I have, anybody that takes care of me, it's a relationship. Like we don't. It's not like my best friend. Like we talk every day, but I know if I need you, I can contact you. I can reach you.
Hmm.
Dr. Depot, love him. That's my primary care. Cynthia Jean Pierre, that's my GYN, and I love them. Like if I need them, I can let them know what's going on with me. And I could have went anywhere to have my surgery, but I went to Highland because I trusted my provider. If
Hmm.
anything would have happened, that number one, she was going to do her best to save me, and secondly, be honest with me.
Hmm. And that's key. But I mean, that's like top notch. The beginning, are you going to do what you need to do to save my life? Because I've heard before doctors say, "Oh, that's a challenge," and I don't like a challenge. And that's me about my case. Um, just didn't want to really be bothered and put too much thought into it. And after the fact, that's scary to know, but you really don't know while you're going through the process, because when you're ill, and you're totally depending on that person, because sometimes you don't even have the ability to do your own homework. I mean, when you're deathly ill, you can't do homework. You're totally relying
Exactly.
on your primary care or specialist or whomever you're seeing at the time to take care of you. Yes. So you have another question. Um, you want to read it? You want me to read it?
Oh, you can read it.
This is Abigail, from a personal opinion, and please help me. So if I got bit by a snake, they will give me a snake shot, right? So if I take the COVID shot, are they giving me COVID?
Um, the vaccination, of course, any vaccination is an attenuated version. It's attenuated so that you can build antibodies. And that's why people that have symptoms, they're having symptoms of COVID because it's an attenuated version of the virus.
Oh,
So, yes, you'll be getting an attenuated version of COVID so that you can build antibodies.
Miss Jones says, Kimaka Bowens is the best. I refer to her often.
Thank you, Joan.
Vinny, she must have put a emoji in there. Sometimes they won't show.
Hey, Vinny.
Thank you for joining. So, is there anything that you want to share with the community in addition to the fact that I'm back? Hey, y'all, I'm back. So, you're letting us know that you're back. You're letting us know that you're here to educate us. You're letting us know that you're here to take care and provide for us on Tuesdays to start, just until you grow, the practice. Is there anything else that you want to add on?
I plan to make this a virtual practice. Will the interviews in the clinic more than likely will be your only time that you really have to come out, unless you need to have some labs done or something like that. But this my plan is to see this be a virtual clinic, just like we are now. That's one thing. If we get nothing good out of COVID, we got the opportunity to start developing software and technology to allow us to do things from our home.
Mm-hmm.
So that protects everyone. Many of us, have been working so long, like we didn't get the opportunity to be like a stay-at-home mom. Or, it just gives more flexibility. So we can meet in a room like this and have the same type of conversation, especially for follow-ups and just managing care. Acute illness is something different, but just to manage your health, we can manage health virtually. We can educate virtually.
Right, right. Well, so happy you are here.
I'm happy to be here. I'm
And you know,
happy.
it's almost sad on one hand that we had to get to this point in order to offer this. I mean, this would have been awesome just to be able to take advantage of the technology, to be able to be rest. We ripped and we ran so much that this outbreak pandemic actually gave us an opportunity to rest. Now, if you took advantage of it, not everyone, because I do understand that healthcare had to continue on, and the essential workers, they had to continue on. But for some of us, we were able to sit back and reflect. That's how I started this platform right here. I was thinking, normally when I'm at work, I'm saying, "Hey, sunshine, and good morning, and how are you?" And just doing my little thing. And I'm looking around and nobody is here day after day. The boys, they have their own life. They're not studying their mama. And if I say, "Hey, sunshine," to them, they're like, "What's wrong with her?" What's wrong with her? So, it made changes for all of us. So it's definitely a new way of doing business, but it didn't stop anything. It just changed it. And we have to learn how to be flexible, to move with the change, or else we will be left behind. Because technology, even, it changes on a regular basis. As soon as you get used to one phone, before you even get used to the phone, there's a new version of it out. There's new software. There's always something new. And so, even for the elderly and the older people, my heart goes out to them because it's not as easy for them if they didn't already utilize the technology. So, and they're the ones that really don't need to come out. So, prayerfully, there's someone that's going to be able to, a family member or a caretaker that's going to be able to help them with this type of interaction with the doctor.
Yes, and I think that's where a lot of our community organizations come in at, trying to get together to be of better service to our elderly community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I sure do appreciate this. Since y'all are here, I want to go ahead and make a quick announcement, and then we'll have Miss Bowens give us the final word, whatever it is that she wants to share with us. Um, Tonight, this is your special guest right here. We had to do this. We just had to. And when she said yes, let me tell y'all something. You see this big grin on my face? This is how I was. I was smiling because I wanted everyone to know. So if you have not shared this video, please share this video so that we can reach the surrounding areas, not just Picayune, but the surrounding areas that may need care, that they can call the number at the bottom, 601-798-2151, to schedule an appointment. Let's see. Oh, we have some more comments over here. I'm slacking. What am I missing at?
And that's just for Picayune, but I do plan to do the same in Gulfport. We're just starting here first.
Okay, okay. And but even just surrounding areas here
Oh,
can
yeah,
come see
for
you.
sure. Yes.
Okay, okay, good, good. So Vinny wants to know, will you care for mental health?
I have my medical background will not afford me the ability to care for major mental health issues, but I do treat depression, anxiety.
Awesome. That's good to know. Thank you for that question. That was great.
But I also do, I refer out, I have some counselors that I refer to. And like I said, if it's something that we can't handle in the clinic, we'll definitely try to get them set up with the care that they need.
That's great. That's great. Congratulations, classmate. That's Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
Miss Thomas says, welcome home.
Thank you.
And he says, okay, that's great. Thank y'all so much for this interaction. We love it, love it. It feels like we're right. Y'all are all right here and asking the questions, raising your hand and asking questions. So tomorrow night's guest is going to be V Sims. She is going to be the princess that kissed the frog. So they have the theater. I believe it's in Slidell, but I'm going to allow her to give all of the details and the information. I will have it going across the screen so you all will know how to support her. But V Sims will be here tomorrow. And then Saturday around 5-ish. You know, normally I have my time set in stone and we go live right on time, but it's going to be 5-ish because I'm going to pop in on Miss Wanda Worley as she's setting up for poetry night. So I think I'm going to set up another time for her so we can really have a conversation. But tomorrow we're just going to, Saturday, I'm sorry, Saturday around 5, we're going to pop in on her. And then Saturday night at 8 o'clock, we're going to have Lacey Odoms. She is an author and also she has Lace of Love, which does bra fittings and stuff for us and lingerie and underclothes and all those kind of good things. So that'll be Saturday night at 8. And then Sunday evening, you know my time, my 3:33 time, we'll have a counselor. Her name is Shannon Blissdale. So she'll be with us on Sunday. So it is going to be a busy weekend for Conversations with Selena. I do have to report that next weekend I will not be going to Houston. The event was postponed. So we don't have a definite date of when the I Am Innocent installation is going to take place. But as soon as I know, you all will know. And if I get an opportunity to do something in the meantime, I will let you all know because y'all really came through to support me and this event. So thank you so much and hang tight because y'all know I have my commercials, right? Somebody called me and said, I feel like it's real TV with the commercials that you have going.
I love it.
I'm watching a real show. So hold on, we'll be right back. Thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know any names, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know any names,
Woo, woo. So that's our upcoming events.
I love it.
Thank you, girl. Uh, Listen, I've already told them that you're coming back to explain. So you tell me when, and it's a go. So you can come back and let us know an update on the I Am Innocent installation. You're so welcome. Well, I think that is it for tonight. Thank y'all so much for joining. Kim, do you have any last words for your audience? They showed up for you tonight, girlfriend. Let me just tell you, with your beautiful self. Since I didn't start
Oh,
off with that,
thank
I'm going to
you.
end. You look amazing.
Thank you. Just all I have to say is let's get healthy. Let's get healthy. If not with me, with someone. But I'm definitely here to help support that move.
That's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So, you heard that from her mouth. Let's get healthy. She is here to help. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. We got a long one. Thank you, Miss Kim. I'm in Baton Rouge, so congratulations to you guys there. I have a PCP here, and I go see him on tomorrow. I just pray that God continue to give all PCP everywhere the knowledge to educate and keep us in good health. Miss Abigail, that was an awesome comment to end
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Continue to lift us up in prayer because this is a blessing, a God thing. So
For
thank you
sure.
for coming back to be with us. And Anytime you want to come back, girl, come on back. If you need to announce something, if you're hosting an event, just come back and we'll advertise and we will share.
I appreciate you so much. This was amazing. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all for joining and keep it smiling, sunshine.
Good
Good
night.
night.